Well, guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Patdees, the traveling picker. I sell on eBay. I sell on Amazon. I sell on Whatnot. Occasionally, I sell on Facebook Marketplace. I've sold at the flea market. And on this summer, we're getting ready to, I think, have our own yard sales. But what I really want to talk about today is I have really screwed up. It is, any other resellers that know, trying to do multiple platforms is very hard. They say, what the hell's he doing in his kitchen? You're right. It's 12:35 at night. I did a Whatnot show earlier, 8 o'clock to about 9:15. Sold new with tag close. It was a slow show, money-wise, compared to when I traditionally do liquidation pallets, but I just been screwing my eBay up, and part of the problem is I'm selling stuff that has been listed like a long time ago. Now there's a couple things here. I mean, some stuff, some stuff literally 2-3 years ago. I don't know why. All of a sudden, out of the blue. But I've created myself a nightmare scenario, and I just sold an item to somebody. It was a big ticket item. It was It was like $250, and lo and behold, because I'm below Stanier, I used to be above Stanier for years. I mean, never had. If I got one negative a year, it might like one. Now I think I'm 2 or 3 a year, 2 or 3 neutrals, just having to cancel orders and refund money, or sometimes ship things out and just say to hell with it, keep it, and still refund the money. And I know it's easy for people to say, well, why don't you just fold up eBay and just concentrate on Whatnot? And there's a couple reasons behind that. And that's what I want to talk about. And I'll show you a little bit of some of the stuff that we sold. Just sold these Crocs. Be like Kevin here. He does it from his shed. I'm doing it from my kitchen right now. Sold these a couple days ago. $25 Crocs, brand new. Not a big. They're normally $55. You know, I laugh. I put them on here for 25, and someone says, "Will you take 10?" Not on this color, but on another color. I'm like, no. Like, I just don't get people where they think that, like, you're not at a flea market. I mean, a reasonable offers already, but 25 to 10, I'm like, no. Like, I'm selling these to make $5. This I listed a while ago. I got to get these out. I'm about 4 days past due. These are 2 Johnny Counterfeit Comedian Singing Impressions VHS. And I bought these for like 49 cents a piece at like the Salvation Army, and I think I sold these for like $15 for both of them. Got to get that's going to Kentucky. The Crocs are going to Florida. Here's cards from 5 years ago. Going to Texas. Sold like in the past 4 days. That's the problem sometimes that I run into. It's like we'll get some sales, let's say on a Thursday or on a Friday. I'll print the slip up, and then we'll do a couple Whatnot shows, and they'll be big, meaning like 30 packages and like big packages. So, it kind of gets put on the back burner because I'm doing the shows, doing that, doing life, and, so a pack of Phillies cards, like $7. This came off an Amazon pallet. This is going to Arkansas. Charlie, a rechargeable bark collar, like $8. 2 of these Coleman. These are brand new. Got these from a friend that used to sell on Amazon. These fluorescent, $13 for 2 of them. Coleman. These I know exactly where they're at. It makes it easy when you know where the stuff is with the SKU, but man, when you can't find this stuff, I'm running into a problem now. I'm like, I print the damn slips, and I put them to the side, and I'm losing the slip. And, you print it on a Thursday and say, okay, Monday, Tuesday, they say they give you 5 days to ship. And man, you go past that one day, you can't reprint the slip. which is crazy. I wish there was a way that you could hit a button that would say. I mean, you can hit download, but I wish I could save it somehow. And maybe I ought to start doing that. I sold a pair of sneakers, like $40, brand new ladies sneakers. So those are going out. I didn't print the order yet, but Leapfrog. This item, I had this listed like 3 or 4 years. I had it in a bin downstairs, so I knew it wasn't listed, but I had a pile of toys there that I would sell on at Christmas time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orders. I probably have 14 to do. Still looking for other things. One item is buried in the garage, and I brought some pallets in. And the damn weather here in Pennsylvania, it's Wednesday night when I'm filming this, or early Thursday morning. And I was going to, yesterday it was 36. The day before it was 73. Just crazy weather. But the weather is holding me back. Because you can't do nothing in the storage unit. You can't do nothing. It's too damn cold and windy. But some people say, I have 2 eBay stores. The one is only about a year and a half. Let's just say 2 years. But really the last year and a half, that probably only has about 150 items. And I don't really have a problem finding things on that one. It's the Patdees one that has been around for 20 some years. That, again, and a couple reasons why is I in the beginning I didn't have totes. In the beginning I had cardboard boxes. Like I'd put like on the cardboard box, B26 or something like that. And over time, guess what happens when you have cardboard boxes in your basement? Even though I have a sealed basement and the boxes crush, they move them, they get in, so then you consolidate them and so. Probably about 3 years ago, I went to plastic totes. Now, when you get into plastic tote, oops, shucks. See, fresh life, throwing the box up there and screwing up the camera. But so I transferred to plastic totes. Plastic totes, though, good-sized plastic totes. They're about 15 a piece. I mean, you could say, oh, try to find them at the Salvation Army or Goodwill. I've done that, and trying to find matching lids, and then, honestly, when you get into all kinds of different ones, different sizes, they just don't stack right. So I think I went to Target one time and probably bought 20 of them over. Like I bought 10 at a time, and then a week later I went back and bought another 10 and put labels on there. And at the time, I should have had a better system of putting SKUs. I was putting the dates, and I would put like say July 14th, 2022. I would have been much easier if I just would have assigned a number, I guess 5 or 10, because sometimes you'd be like, oh my god, I would be on back when I was listing sometimes every day, it's like 4 totes almost look like the same damn number, and I'm like, oh, so. That was a problem. Now there's a lot of resellers that don't want to admit that they have, and there's a lot of resellers that will say, "Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you guys," and these 7 items alone, if you add it up, 40, 60, 85, 100, 110, 120, roughly about $125, $130. 7 items. That's the thing with Whatnot. You're not going to sell these. That's the downfall of Whatnot. I'm going to be very clear. Even though Whatnot is right now, 90% of the sales that I'm doing. Last year it turned out to be probably 55%. 2 years ago it didn't exist. It didn't even exist. Amazon and eBay were the powerhouses, and Amazon is. It's like almost forget it. It's amazing. I have to talk about that in another video. But and I had that $250 item. So yeah. So actually, there's $375, and this is one of the reasons why I don't shut down eBay. First of all, I believe if you get better organized, you can fix it, and there's more money to make on an item. These same 7 items. I mean, I brought these Crocs trying to sell them for 25 on whatnot. It just the right person wasn't in there for the right shoe size. So there's that. But there's just some things that even the big sellers you'll watch, you're not gonna. I mean, even I'm friends with Harry Tornado, and I'm working with him, actually making soap dishes with my 3D printing business. That's another thing. We started a 3D print business, and we are going to be doing something even with homemade soaps, and so we have a lot going on. Doctor's appointment, just a lot going on. But yet I gotta resell. Can't give up. So about 6 months ago, never took one of these before, but the company was called Liberius, Liberis, Liberius. They're like a bank thing, and they said, "Oh, you've been selling on on eBay," and I think the previous year it was 20,000. The previous year before that was 40. So, anyways, they base it off I think 3 or 6 months worth of sales. So they gave me $2,500. With that $2,500, it was expensive. I think the payback is $3,300, and at the time I said, buy $2,500. You'll over fourth quarter, you'll pay it back, and they take 20%. But fourth quarter was not like it should have been. Fourth quarter, I took a month in November because I always do a toy drive, and I spent the whole month on whatnot. I donated over $3,000 worth of toys, but I didn't make no money that month. So, I changed the way I do it. Over the last 3 years, I donated $7,000 worth of toys, and we've even donated groceries. So now what I do in my whatnot, every show I basically sell 1 or 2 lots, and I always say build up a kitty or a Christmas club. And, so it's complicated, And somebody complained on my last video, will you just finish a sentence or something like that? Look, I'm not reading a script or nothing like that. Just basically trying to talk shop with you guys and explain to what's going on in my head is some of the reasons why I'm doing things a certain way. So I'm not going to shut down the eBay because I've been doing it long enough. I've sold a lot of things on there. I know I can do it. I just got to get better organized. That's another mistake I did. I had some toys in November. We donated some and we sold some. So I grabbed the tote off of eBay, and I guess I didn't get everything off there. So we sold some things. I printed up the labels. 5-6 days goes by. Oh, damn it, that's right. We donated those Toys for Tots, or we sold a couple. There was like $20 toys we were selling for $3 and $5. And after the fact, some lady said, well, Pat, it's nice what you're doing, but your audience, or 60-year-old ladies, don't have any kids at home anymore and don't buy toys. I'm like, yeah, sort of makes sense. And at the time, you're not knowing your audience and whatnot, I didn't even think about it. I showed toys with $10, $15 price tags that were going for $3 to $5. But I made a mistake, and I didn't clear. So I'm just bringing totes up just to get rid of stuff. And lo and behold, I didn't take it all off of eBay. So I ran into problems there. Lost money on there, because if you don't cancel that label within 5 days, you lose the money. eBay takes the money. I called them out on it one time, I remember, and they said that, they pay the money to, I guess, what is that? Oh, what is it, Shippo or something like that, and they can't get it back. So I guess when they give you it back or have you print, it comes out of their pockets. So, but I fell below standard. I used to ship all the time within 1-2 days. Now I think they allow me 5 days, but even then sometimes it's just not enough. And this is what I'm talking about to address it. How do you... I can't close it down because I still owe out of that $3,300 payback. I looked at it the other day. I still owe like $1,100. And here's the kicker: when you sell something, and Libris or Liber, whatever the name is, they take their money out, and 4 days later, if you refund the guy back the money, and you've already paid. You've already actually given Libris money for something that you didn't even sell. So it's like that snowballs itself. But there's definitely money to be made. I think even some people would say, oh, I wouldn't even be bothered with some of that cheap stuff, or I would never sell and whatnot. It's what I'm doing right now. It's what I'm doing. Pallets is a lot of hard work. It's showing stuff, instant payday. There's just some things that would never sell on eBay, and I could give plenty of examples and talk about that. But I need to fix it. I need to fix it because I think honestly, selling $2,000, perfect example, selling $2,000 a month on eBay, I could make $1,200, $1,300. Selling 2,000 on Whatnot. See, I can make 1,300 on selling 2,000 on Whatnot, but the retail value of that stuff is 4,000. So it's just different. It's a different. I don't know if it would take maybe a little bit too long to explain. Anyone that kind of understands what's going on, I guess you just gotta pay right. You gotta buy stuff. It's a lot of hard work. Whatnot is a lot of hard work. I mean, I'll give you an example. Tonight, did $220, and 3 customers on Whatnot bought clothing, new with tags, and the 3 boxes are this big. On a liquidation show, if we did sometimes $220, I would have 9-10 boxes. And we were able to get these packages done in like 25 minutes. And on the other, that would have probably taken an hour. So, you could do a show 2 hours, and you could have 2 hours worth of packing. And I'm a glutton for punishment because it's almost 1 o'clock here as I'm recording this video, and I got to get up tomorrow morning and go pick up 5 more pallets. And as you see, watching the previous video, I got a cargo container. So, yep. But I gotta fix that. It's funny. I don't know if sometimes other YouTubers, other resellers don't watch these videos. So I don't know sometimes if just people out of the blue watch him to say, oh, what does this guy do, or what's he talking about? I don't know, because sometimes people don't leave comments all the time. And there's definitely still money to be made on eBay. I'm not giving up on it. The margins are much better. The selling price, I guess, is much better. That you can do more. You could do more. It's not that I made a lot of money. Even these little things at $125, I probably made $40. But yet, if everything's found right, you could pick these 7 items in a half an hour, and it just takes up space. But I'm hoping to fix it. I want to get eBay back in where I can do. 2 years ago, I did around 47,000 on eBay, Amazon. When COVID was, whew, man, I killed it. I mean, I was busy. Whatnot, I'm selling a lot of stuff, but my average is so low. I mean, I know people that go on there, and I'm not trying to compare myself to others, but still, we all do it. Because I know people will watch this video and say, Pat, I wouldn't even be bothered. I only sell items that sell for $15 or $25. And, I watch other resellers. I watch shows and, I did, $2,000 this weekend. And I'm like, wow, I'm like, damn, that's good. And, you'll hear them talk, and I only paid like $300 for the stuff. And like, that's good money. That's good money. On Whatnot, let's say for example, if I did 2,000 for the week, I still made money, but it's just a lot of work, a lot of physical, a lot of movement of stuff, a lot of boxes, a lot of physical work, and I'm not always going to do liquidation pallets of that nature, that size. Right now, the pallets that I've been focused on have been Target, Walgreens, and Dollar General, with 90% lately being Walgreens and Dollar General. And Dollar General is cheap stuff. And there's still a lot of good stuff. Lots of people, that's junk, I wouldn't sell it. But at the right price, sometimes I sell necessities like toothpaste, shaving cream, deodorant. And if you pay the right price, sometimes you pull out, like, I'll give an example. These are hairbrushes in this box. So I would sell sometimes. The other day I ran a box of these for $2. Now these hairbrushes are usually around $3 to $5 a piece. It's a pink and black. I'll show you. I have two of them out here. A pink and a black hairbrush, and I was selling like 2 boxes of these for $5 the other day. But I ran a bunch of $2 lots, and so 72 brushes came in there. So basically, for that one box alone, I got at $1.25 a brush, depending upon what night and how I bundle it or something like that. So I got $75 to $95 for that box. That's not bad. So if you find 3 or 4 boxes on there, you might have paid for the whole pallet. Sometimes you buy a pallet and you break even. Sometimes it's a struggle. But there's a perfect example. That's a perfect example. And again, not scripted. And I know sometimes it seems like I'm all over the place, but that's something else. You can't stop the video. Oh God, I wish I would have said that. This is not a prepared statement, your officer. But what would I sell these on eBay for? That's the thing with the shipping. That 5 pounds for $9.21. If I put this on, let's say I put this on $2 on eBay. They paid $4 shipping. They say I could just go to Dollar General and buy myself for $5. But you buy 2 lots for me on Whatnot, and your shipping's already paid. So your next 6 items. So they buy these from me for $2.50, and they're like, "Holy crap, that's cheap! I would have went down to Dollar General and paid $7." So they saved $5. And if you do that on 2 lots, your shipping is free. And I don't know if you kind of get that. That's where one thing I wish I think could be a game changer. If eBay changed where you could ship in the United States 5 pounds for $9.21, like you can on Whatnot, it'd be a game changer. Because if I sell something 5 pounds to Florida, it's going to cost me $17 on eBay. And California could be $22. And people say, "Oh, go to pirate ship." It doesn't matter. I've checked all those prices. I know. I've been doing this long enough to know that's going to be the price. Shipping on Whatnot is cheap if you understand it. If you don't understand it, then it's not. So, all right, guys. We're at the 22-minute mark. Give me a like and subscribe. I just wanted to talk about my eBay. How I've screwed it up. I got to get it fixed. I don't want to get kicked off. I'm already paying extra fees. I need the money. I need the money to pay back the loan that I still owe about $1,200 for. And obviously I need the money. I need the money with better, better margins. If I sell $1,200 over there and it's only 25 items, for example, or even 30 items, for me to sell $1,200 on Whatnot, it would have to be 200 items, 250 items at $3 to $5. Do the math. So I'm trying to make more content, but as you can tell, I'm busy with other things. I'm doing the 3D. I do have that. Do me a favor, guys. If you made it this far, check out my Patdees channel. I'll put a link in the description. We're doing 3D printing. Me and my 20-year-old started it. And we've been doing it now for like 3.5 months, and some of the videos have done actually better over there than I do here, and not monetized over there. But man, I got 5,300, 5,400. I don't know. I haven't looked at the number lately. 5,400 subscribers over here. Man, if I could just get 10% of those just to go over there, I'd have 700, 800 subscribers over there. I have 180 subscribers, but I want to build that channel. So, again, I do appreciate the support. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again.